Yay. So going to invite you to mute if you're not already muted, and we're coming to seated. And this month, we've been focusing on pranayama, on observing our breath. And today we're going to do a practice called Chandra Badana. Basically, it's moon breathing. I don't know why it's moon breathing, but that's what it's called. And so we settle in, scooting a little bit forward on our chair so that our spine is nice and long. And then gently closing the eyes if that feels good, or a soft, focused gaze. So this is a visualizing practice. In this practice, we imagine or visualize the breath moving in through the left nostril, the inhale, and the exhale is through the right nostril. So this is a mindfulness sensation practice coupled with visualization. So for the next few minutes, we're going to just gently notice the breath moving in the left nostril and out the right. And perhaps it would feel good to draw the belly button toward the spine. And that's a perhaps. Just settling into the rhythm and the pace of your breath coupled with your visualization. Let the mind release each time a thought or an idea tries to grab attention. Simply return the observation to the breath. And I will be quiet for the next minute, and then I'll speak again. And gently begin to bring Chandra Badana to a pause, to completion. And we come back to our signature breath, to the breath that is natural to us at this moment. And invite you to just shake it out. we're going to do some hand work now. And I got this practice from Jamber, which was sent to me by Brenda Powell, also known as Tutu. And there is a hand yoga community led by Jamber, Jamber. You can find them online. And we're going to do their practice today. So we're going to start with our hands, starfish wide, reaching through the hands. And now we're going to draw in the thumb and the fingers. And we have, I'm going to get into the light a little better here. We have our hands, our thumbs pressing in, our fingers pressing in. And then we're going to expand again. And this time we keep the thumbs out and bring the hands, the fingertips to the center of the palm. And then we expand again. And this time we close the hand all the way down, as far as they'll reach, fingers straight. And then we reach and expand again. And then we close, little claws, and expand and close down, the fingers, thumb out, fingers coming to the center of the palm, expand again, hand comes down, thumb out, expand again. Got the letter E here, expand again, center of the palm, expand again, touch down, expand again. Shake it out, happy hands. And we're sitting a little bit forward on the chair, and we're going to go through a cat-cow twist cycle. Sliding the hands out, we come to cat, we arch our back. Sliding the hands up, pressing at the top of the thighs. We come into cow to center, and we're going to take the left hand to the right side for a twist. Back to center, right hand to the left side for a twist. Back to center, slide the hands out, cat. Hands slide up, press into the thighs, cow. Twist one direction, center, and the other direction. Hello to the spine, sliding the hands out, cat, out breath, in breath, slide the hands up, twist, center, twist, center. Hello to the spine. Let's do a little bit of circling around that hip joint. Maybe the hands join in. Hip joints, pelvis rocking. There is a symphony of bone popping happening in my body today. And we'll switch directions. But not in this direction. No bone popping in this direction. That's interesting. And then we're back to center. We're going to pause here. Connect again with our breath. Come back to Chandra Vedana. Noticing the breath going in through the left nostril and out through the right. Gently focusing, visualizing. And now let's take this to standing. So we did our hands. Let's do our feet now. We'll start with Pada Bandha. That's where we dig our toes into the mat and we rock forward, feeling all the musculature begin to engage in the legs. Notice how the heart will naturally lift in this posture. So we're basically clawing the earth, holding on with our toes. And then we let that come back to center and we rock back and the toes lift. And now we notice the back side of our body, but notice how the heart lifts here too. And then we come forward, holding the earth with our toes. And then we rock backwards, lifting the toes. And we allow the shoulders to maintain softness and the jaw to be soft. Because sometimes when we're doing postures, our jaw really wants to help. So we're just rocking back and forth now. And then we come back to center. Now we're going to take our feet wide and we're going to go side to side. So we come onto the inner edge of the left foot and the outer edge of the right foot. And then slowly shifting weight, inner edge of right, outer edge of left. There's softness in the knees here. So let the knees have a little micro bend. That doesn't have to be too deep. A couple more times in each direction. Notice your breathing. Now we're going to start with the left foot. We're going to come onto the ball mound of the left foot. And then release the heel, come up onto the ball mound of the right foot. So now the toes are getting a little extra workout here. Switch sides. Switch sides. And again. One more time. And then we're going to take the top of the foot and we're going to turn it underneath. So the ball mound of the foot's looking at the ceiling. So now we're stretching the front of the ankle. Wow. Wowza is all I've got to say about this. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can bend the opposite knee. So you got one foot back and the knee bent. That deepens the stretch, but not necessary because it's usually pretty deep already. Releasing this, coming back to center. Switch feet. And now the ball mound of the foot's looking at the ceiling. And that front leg can bend a little more for a little deeper stretch if desired. And that's a perhaps. And then we come back and pause for a moment in mountain. Let the palms come open to externally rotate the shoulders. And now with the chair nearby, if needed, we're going to come up onto releve. We're coming up onto the toes. And then we slowly lower, coming up and down, and up and down, and again. And pause. Let's revisit Chandra Badana here, our breathing, soft focus, or maybe with the eyes closed, if your balance allows. Noticing the breath moving in the left nostril and out the right. And then returning to your signature breath. We're going to turn the seat of the chair toward us. We're going to do a down dog cycle with scorpion tail. And if you're not familiar with scorpion tail, we come into down dog, we lift the sits bones high. Before we go to scorpion tail though, make sure your feet are feeling a good hip width apart or maybe wider. And we're going to bend the knees slightly and then straighten the legs with strength. Bend the knees, straighten with strength. Bend the knees, press the floor away to straighten the legs, activating the musculature in the legs. One more time. And now we're going to take the weight to the right foot and we're going to extend the left leg any height. And then we're going to turn the torso and bend the knee. Hold on to the chair, doing your best to not collapse into the right shoulder. And then we're going to bring this knee back to center, bring it forward toward the seat of the chair, extend again, and take that belly a little bit toward the ceiling. Look at, there's my foot, scorpion tail. And then we're going to bring it forward toward the seat of the chair. Breath moving. One more time toward the seat of the chair. And then the foot returns to the mat. Allow the sits bones to travel toward the ceiling. The torso is going to be parallel to the floor here. So for those of you who can't do inversions for whatever reason, this allows you to get the action of down dog without taking the head lower than the heart. Let's switch sides now. We're going to shift the weight now to the left leg. Nice strong leg. We're going to lift the right, any amount, and then we turn the torso, doing our best to keep that left arm nice, long, and strong. And then we bring that knee forward toward the seat of the chair. So watch the transitions here. Go slowly enough to get that extension, then take it into that rotation, and then rotate the pelvis back toward the floor, bringing the knee forward. So really paying attention to slow, thorough, conscious transitions. And the next time you're back at center, pause again, stretch long. Raise those sits bones nice and high. Oh, for those of you who are in Monday class, we did hamstring work. Here we are extending that hamstring work. Bend the knees. Now release the hands toward the floor. Sit way back. We're coming up through chair. So we press into those activated feet as we rise the arms up. And we come either to shoulder height or bracket the head with the arms. And then press into the feet to rise. Arms float down. And on the out breath, we're going to sit back in that chair again. Breathe in to rise. And the arms float down. And if your shoulders don't want to do this, do the floating, then just focus on the leg work with the hands resting on the waist. Rising and setting back. So in chair, we always want to make sure that we can see our toenails, watching the pedicure as we look down. So the knees are never in front of the toes, they're always back. This is like a squat. And we're going to do one more of these. And then we're going to come to mountain and bringing the hands to heart center. Turning the hands down, press into the palms, press into the fingers, turn the hands down toward the belly button, and then bring them back up. Find your breath here. Nice breathing. And then we shake it all out. Sliding the hands down to the knees, or you could do this on the chair if you want. We're going to press the right knee forward and the left hip presses back. Switch sides. And again. And one more time on the left side. Back to center, sweep the arms up, come back to mountain. So with the feet about sits bone width apart, or maybe if it feels good, you can bring your feet together to touch. It just depends on what feels best for your body. We're going to bring our hands to heart center, and we're going to let ourselves go back into that chair. And then we're going to take that right elbow to the outside of the left leg, or the hand comes to the outside of the left leg. 3 breaths here. And then we come back to center, and we're going to switch sides. So now we're bringing that left arm to the outside of the right leg, and maybe the hand comes to rest next to the thigh. And then we come back to center, press the floor away to rise up through chair. Woo-hoo. And we come to a pause. Hands come to heart center. Sitting back like we're sitting in a chair. We're going to take that left elbow outside the right knee, or the hand rests on the right thigh. 3 breaths. And then we come back to center, and let's take it to the other side. Three breaths. Back to center. This time we're going to allow the arms to come down, and we're ragdolling. So we're holding opposite elbows or our wrists. We're breathing. And then gently sitting back like we're resting in a chair. We're going to rise up, press the floor away. Hands come to heart center. And we come back to Chandra Badana. Focusing the attention on the left nostril as the in-breath, and the right nostril as the exhale. Soft focus in the eyes, or the eyes are closed if balance allows. And we're going to make our way back to our chairs now, to seated, actually coming to seated. And we're coming back to Chandra Vedana. Soft focus or eyes closed. The left nostril is the inhale, the right nostril is the exhale. Perhaps the belly button pulls toward the spine. And now let go of all effort and rest in Shavasana. Breath is the bridge which connects life to consciousness, which unites your body to your thoughts. Whenever your mind becomes scattered, use your breath as a means to take hold of your mind again. Thich Nhat Hanh. Going to invite you to notice, to observe how you feel now. And now we're going to open our arms wide to gather all the blessings that already exist, and we draw them in appreciation and gratitude into our hearts, to our heart. And together we all say, Namaste.